And in this installment, we got another 3 games for you for Thursday on DraftKings and Fanduel. Let's get into it. Hey, yo! Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for your Thursday night slate showdown on DraftKings and FanDuel, bringing you the top plays all the way from point guard down the center, giving you the value and the lock of the night. Okay, guys, before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetSD, and also subscribe to the TikTok at Chef_D91. All those details will be down below. And one more thing, don't forget about the Patreon, okay? Guys, you have to sign up for the Patreon. You are missing out on great picks each and every night. Well, majority of nights, okay? But you are missing out on some great plays. Last night we came through and cast the Chicago Bulls. Okay, as you can see in the caption, who's giving out Chicago Bulls money line? All right, we had them come through twice. We had 76ers, and I love the Chicago Bulls to cover. I also love the 76ers, and I also had the Yankees as one of the top plays. I paired that up with the San Diego Padres. All right, now let's build on from that performance into this day, and let's get cooking on with the point guard position for this slate that we got going on. And I got 2 selections for you. First, we're going to start out with Steph Curry. He has gone down to a price where is not familiar seen to him and his capabilities. He came through with a 50 bomb in only 22 minutes. Yes, he is still coming off the bench, but this kid is special, okay? We're talking about one of the best shooters ever in NBA history, and in 22 minutes he almost got you 50 fantasy points. I expect this to gradually increase in his minutes. Hopefully we'll see if he gets thrusted back into the starting lineup, but it's a great pairing how he is coming off the bench and becoming a number 1 scorer. So that's a benefit as well for Steph Curry. So definitely we want to play Steph Curry as he continues to go down in price, because this is 11K, sometimes even 12K type of play. And he's down all the way to 8,900. I think that's way too cheap, despite the fact he's getting limited minutes. In these limited minutes, he is taking a lot of shots. 17 in game 2 and 13 in game 1, okay? So just be mindful of that, all right? We also have to be mindful about Luka Doncic. He is currently a game time decision. If he is going to play, he's probably going to see some limited work, something similar to Steph Curry in that type of vein, but we do have to watch out for it because it is a calf injury. They're going to slowly build him back up, but that does affect other plays if you want to look at a Spencer Dinwiddie or if you want to look at a Jalen Brunson. So you got to be mindful of Luka Doncic, all right? But our real true play at the point guard position will be D'Angelo Russell that we have right here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Timberwolves coming back home in game 3, tied with the Memphis Grizzlies. And Russell has been one of the key members who's just struggled in the first 2 games. I expect him coming back home, get a little bit of home cooking. He gets his shot corrected. In game 1, he was 2-11, and game 2, he was 3 of 11. So poor shooting performances, but he is still providing peripherals and rebounds, assists, and steals. If he's getting that jumper corrected, you can get a nice value of D'Angelo Russell at $7,000, okay, in salary. So that's going to be our point guard play for today. D'Angelo Russell bouncing back. Someone that we're going to look out as well for the shooting guard position will be Will Barton. Okay, this is the number 2 key cog for the Denver Nuggets alongside Nikola Jokic, who we'll talk about a little bit later. But he is going to be one of the bright spots to this team, especially coming back home. Will Barton's going to need to knock down his jumpers. He's going to need to assist the ball and rebound the ball to help facilitate this offense and propel them towards a win. You do not want to go down 0-3 against the Golden State Warriors, okay? Especially Steph Curry, Jordan Poole. They got that new death lineup going on. Will Barton's at 5,800. He came through for us in game 1 with 40 fantasy points. Had a solid double-double in game 2, but I think he can repeat something what he did in game 1 with another 40 bomb at below $6,000 in salary. By all means, I'm going to be taking a shot at that with the Denver Nuggets coming back home a little bit more motivated and you'll see them in a must-win atmosphere. You saw it out of the Toronto Raptors. They came up short, but we'll see how the Denver Nuggets respond at home, okay? Let's go on to the small forward position, and we have Aaron Gordon. Okay, we have another Denver Nugget in here, and this is why the Denver Nuggets finished strong at the end of the season. It was because of the emergence of Aaron Gordon, playing like he was playing back in Orlando in his prime days. Struggled at the beginning of this year with the Denver Nuggets, but he finished strong. If you look at these numbers, he was consistently in that 35 to 40 DraftKings range on a daily basis, knocking down the shots, knocking down the three-point ball, chipping in with rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. He has that type of upside. He is that type of athlete to really help become that number 3 option on the Denver Nuggets. So I'm liking him at 5,600. I expect him coming back home, and this new price drop right here. He is at something where he wasn't almost all year. 5,600. It's been a couple weeks, but Aaron Gordon, the way he finished, he just needs to get back to that. I think he can, with a little bit of home cooking, playing home against the Golden State Warriors at 5,600. If he's just boosting, if he's knocking down his 3-point shots and field goal percentage, it goes up just a little bit more. Then you can see some of those old performances where he can get a double-double and probably see 20 real points in this game. Okay, so at 5,600, Aaron Gordon is going to be our small forward / power forward option. All right, we have one more guy at that small forward, power forward option. That will be Bojan Bogdanovic, and we're going to play him each and every day until he gets to 6,500, 7,000 in salary, because he is the number 2 option on this offense for the Utah Jazz. Yes, you have Donovan Mitchell taking God knows how many shots. He's almost taking like 30 shots a game. Bogdanovic is right behind him with 15 in game 2 and 20 in game 1. So you're seeing the shot attempts there. The ball is going through the hoop. We just need just a little bit more. If we can get a couple more rebounds, a couple more assists. He really went off in game 1 because of the steal and the 4 assists. If we can get that yet again in a home game for the Utah Jazz, I think we can definitely take advantage of his price at 6,000 salary, get another 40 bomb. We're looking at a very good selection at that small forward position at 6K. Save you some salary so you can pay up for some other guys, all right? So Bojan coming back home, get a little bit of home cooking. I'm liking him going up against the Dallas Mavericks, especially. Maybe he goes against a little bit of a hampered Luka Doncic. He can definitely take advantage of that down low while he does have a weakened calf injury. So Bogdanovic is going to be our second option at the small forward position. Next, we're going to go over to power forward, and they have totally went away from Steven Adams. They're going more small ball. They see what the Minnesota Timberwolves is bringing to the table. Memphis has adjusted, and they're leaning on 2 guys, okay, in particular. So at the power forward position, I want to focus in on Brandon Clark here at 4,700, and I also want to focus on Xavier Tillman. Okay, he's going to be the center option, but these are the 2 guys that are taking minutes for the Memphis Grizzlies, and they have went away from Steven Adams, because when they switch onto, if it's pick and roll situation and they switch defenders, they have been in some compromising positions where Steven Adams can't cover that offensive player, but Tillman and Brandon Clark can. Okay, we have Tillman at 3,500. I think he's a solid play. He can get you some solid minutes and hopefully 20 to 25 fantasy points there at his very cheap price. And then Brandon Clark has a little bit more upside. He provides the ability, high energy type of guy like a Larry Nance for the New Orleans Pelicans. He can get you a double-double like he did in game 1, 13 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. So he encapsulates a little bit of that high energy, what they need going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves and Karl Anthony Towns and their young group. So Brandon Clark is going to be my favorite play out of the 2 at 4,700. And let's go on to our real center selection, okay? And our center selection will be Jaren Jackson Jr. Yes, we understand about Maxi Kleber. Kleber was much needed for their Game 2 win, but with the opportunity of Luka Doncic coming back, that can affect his minutes. Someone that has some big upside that can get you a 40 bomb. And you see that they're going away from Steven Adams. They need Jaren Jackson to do what he does, all right? Knock down the three-point ball, create havoc down low, and get blocks that affects them defensively, okay? You see the block opportunity in game 1, he had 7. The previous game before that, he had 4 against the Pelicans, 3 against Utah Jazz. So you see the upside. The potential is there for a double-double. If he chips in blocks and his threes, you're looking at someone that is really just waiting to explode. If he can give you something like he did against Utah, 48 fantasy points, that is definitely possible, especially if they're leaning on him just a little bit more with no Steven Adams, since it's a huge liability defensively, okay, for them to go with Steven Adams. So if Jaren Jackson stays out of foul trouble, you're looking at a very good steal at 6,300. They continue to drop his price, all right? Now let's go over to our value plays of the day, and we have a couple for you for these gems on FanDuel. Next guy we're going to talk about will be Jordan Clarkson. Okay, it's 5,200 on FanDuel, and you're looking at Jordan Clarkson on DraftKings at 4,900. Utah Jazz, you got role players. Those guys are going to step up at home. They feel the home crowd. They feel a little more motivated. You saw a much inspired performance of Jordan Clarkson in game 2, 8 of 11, 21 real points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. If we can get that same performance now, because they even dropped his price to 4,900, then Jordan Clarkson will definitely be a great salary saver, so you can pay up at some other spots. So Jordan Clarkson coming back home should be a very good play. Next guy we're going to talk about is Bones Highland, all right? I gave you Monte Morris in the previous video. I thought he would step up. He has faltered yet again. He did not reach the expectancy that I did see for him in game 2. But Bones Highland is someone that provides a boost to this offense for the Denver Nuggets. And like I said, you got a home team here. The role players tend to step up on home court. Bones Highland has had some great games previously. 37 fantasy points against the Lakers, 30 against Memphis in a tough matchup, 33 against Minnesota, okay, and earlier this month, and then in Indiana he had a big game of 40 fantasy points. So he has that scoring ability. If they're giving him the opportunity, because they see each and every game Monte Morris is not providing enough punch, so they need someone to come off the bench, provide a big jolt to that second unit. Bones Highland can be that guy. He's going to be super low owned, but he has big upside, okay? In the first 2 games, got you 17 fantasy points and 14. Now he's down to 4,100. You get a must-win situation in the Denver Nuggets, and they're going to go to anyone that is knocking down that shot, okay? Anyone that's knocking the shot consistently is going to get minutes in this must-win situation. So I like Bones Highland at 4,100. He has 4,700 on FanDuel. I like him on both sides, okay? Next will be Royce O'Neal, okay? Royce O'Neal is one of the few guys pretty much in a whole slate at 4,100, a starter, getting starters minutes, but is at that very cheap price. Yes, he is very up and down, okay? He is very up and down. He came through in game 2 with 37 minutes and got you 30 fantasy points. That's what I want to see. All right. Royce O'Neal's more of the type of guy you're looking at in Dorian Finney-Smith. We could look at towards today, more of the 3-and-D type of mold that you see. Royce O'Neal fits that to a T. So I feel comfortable going to him at 4,000 salary, playing at home. If he's knocking down that 3-point shot consistently, chipping in defensively with rebounds, with steals, with a couple assists here and there, then you can find a gem that you can move on to someone else with. All right, so Royce O'Neal at 4,000 is a very good value play of the day. And let's go on to our lock of the night. All right, I've been hinting at it. We have a must-win situation, and we're gonna go with an MVP candidate in Nikola Jokic to answer the bell at home going up against the Golden State Warriors. We need him at his peak performance at 11,400. Nikola Jokic will be the lock of the night. He's 11,200 on DraftKings, so just $200 difference. It doesn't matter there. We're looking at a walking triple-double here. We want 30 points. We want 10 to 12 to 13 rebounds. We want 8 to 9 to 10 assists. Nikola Jokic is going to have to put that full effort on the line going up against the Golden State Warriors to get at least one win, because the way the Warriors are looking right now, it's scary, okay? It is very scary. They look unstoppable. But we're going to go with Nikola Jokic as the lock of the night, all right? Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know in that comment section down below if you have any other suggestions at point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, value play, or lock of the night. We could definitely discuss that down below. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessageSD, and I'll be back with another video very soon. Peace out.